Hello and welcome to some Factorio. My name is Magistus. In a minute, we're going to be playing Krastorio 2, continuing playthrough, where I'm playing that game, that mod, overhaul mod, for the first time. It'll take me a little while to get back up to speed. I've not actually played it really for weeks, if not months, really. But yes, just to explain what's going on. So this is the usual time for Factorio, but we're only going to play for a couple of hours. I've got a very specific thing I want to do, hopefully, that will fit in. And then we're going to switch over to Stardew Valley, because it's my birthday tomorrow, and I am doing an all-day sort of streaming session. We did Dorf Romantic and Teardown this morning, which I've just gone into version 1.0, haven't been early access. Two great games, very different, but two great games. This afternoon, I say we're going to do the a stream of Factorio, and then I say we'll flip over to Stardew Valley. I want to sort of pick up my the series I was doing before, so I'm quite keen to do that at some point. Yes, so that's just to explain what's going on. We shall flip over now. Where's my button? To Factorio. Which should just take a little second to come through. No, you're not doing that. There we go. There's the... Oh, there is sound, sorry. It's just very quiet. Okay, yeah, so there is sound there. So, let's get it going. So, load it up. Now, I said I've not played it for weeks and weeks and weeks. That wasn't quite true. I did load the game up and basically upgraded... Did I do them? I don't think I did that far. I upgraded... Yeah, the iron... I don't know if you can see that. It's got red belt under there now, basically. It's a bit I can show you. There you go. So you got red in, you know... I guess they're not inserters, are they? Exerters. For the iron and copper. So these are all upgraded, which was what I was talking about doing anyway, because that then means that this is delivering enough iron and copper for these guys to do their business, and then it switches back to yellow belt here. So it's sort of effectively two belts worth of, two yellow belts worth of stuff appearing and feeding all of these, and then going onto the bus. The thing I'm intending to do is to make a solar array. Whether that will take us 2 hours or not, I don't know. I shouldn't think so. But have I not got any research running for a particular reason? In fact, hang on 1 second. That's why the sound was weird for me, because I forgot to put my speakers back on. Put my headphones back on. Right, yes, so there we go. So am I not doing any research for any particular reason? I think just because I'd sort of stopped I stopped in time with a stream, I think. So we got all these buffs and follow accounts and stuff, which is sort of irrelevant. We could do something like ducts. It's sort of, I don't know that we'll ever really use these mega... super pipe things that I think it gives us. But we could always research that. We could add speed modules on. So if we start that up, we get level 2 speed modules, because that'll get us a power armor Mark 2 sometime in the future, and we might as well stack all of the modules up. We could do the biofuel as well. What have we got left for our queue? I guess we could do bioprocessing. That's a bit more sort of important, I guess. Not really, but yes. And then we could stick nuclear fuel on the end. So that gives us a bunch of research for it to chug away at, which I assume it can do. I don't know if I turned research off or not. If I did, it would have been with a belt. Tweak. No, looks like it's all running. Yeah, looks like they're all working away. Bing, bong, bing. That was quick. Very quick. Yeah, so as I understand it, and I may have this completely wrong, I'm going to turn them off. Is my bots are off already? Okay. As I understand it, it's like 0.7 ratio. So effectively, and I may well have got this the wrong way around. Because what I did, well, let's pick them up again, sorry. And I'll just put them in a chest. Oops. So, I've got 200 of them and 140 of them. So my understanding is 0.7 accumulators to each solar panel. So if we use every single solar panel when we're making this and every single accumulator, we know we'll have made a 1 to 0.7 ratio setup. But I'm not sure how we do that effectively, and we may end up with slightly off ratio. I'm not too fussed about hitting it exactly, but it would be good to do so. We also want some robot ports, and what we really want is for these to connect. Well, that the ideal thing would be for these to connect at maximum distance. That's probably not going to work properly because of, you know, the ratio that we need to hit. But then we can put in, you know, power things wherever we need to. The other ideal thing we want in is, can I find it? Oh, so have I got rid of all of my radar Mark 1s? Probably. Have I got any on here? Yeah, I've got rid of them all. Okay, that's not too much of a problem. But we ideally want a radar in there so that I can do it remotely. So the idea is we'll have a blueprint and we can just stamp it down. And by having radars, I'll be able to see, and we can just pick them back up again. But we need them in the matrix. Now, in theory, we would be putting these perhaps max distance apart. Bit doubtful, maybe, that we would be at exact max distance, but if we put them that far apart, in fact, let's put, oops, let's put a full whack down, pick them up. I mean, it won't be this big, obviously, but this sort of tells me what we're working with. Oh, come on. I think I've got, well, the other series obviously is, or one of them is using, well, both of them are now using creative mode, so you have long reach by default in that. So in theory, you know, that could be the the sort of size of the thing. Except I guess it wouldn't be because we would have, no, we're too far away for that. There we go. Yeah, so they, because these are mismatched in size. So if I wanted that max distance, is there something I can put down? If we put down some belts, does that can I use that to tell me how big? Yeah. How big the old, it's blasting through that research, isn't it? Already on biofuel. So this is like the size of a, is that right? No. Yeah. So that's the sort of outside radius of a roboport. Is it here? Yeah. So the belts are outside the radius of the roboport. I don't really need them all to be down, but as well. While we're here. So that roboport, yeah, that's the sort of area we've got to play in. Now let's see if we can get, and obviously, I mean, these need to be, I guess, on the edge. Would they be, so if that was, because that's outside the roboport, like that. Like that. So if this was inside the roboport, then that's those mirrored, if that makes sense. Because that... Right, no, that's wrong, isn't it? This needs to be here. How many accumulators can we fit in there? So it's not quite an accumulator length. Okay. So if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. So how far are... So if we do the same here, so it's... Well, actually I can just copy that. Put that in there. There. Yeah. It's done that one as well, crikey. It really is blasting through them. I guess because it's all sat there and ready to rumble, and those other ones are faster, I think. Okay, so if this was, oops, along here, that is a perfect number of roboports. Accumulators, in fact, why don't I just... Put them in as ghosts. Now, if I do this, is it going to tell me how many I've got? 84. Okay. And we wanted 140. Okay. Because if that's like that... Because we can count those in the number. If, you know, or I'm guessing these won't fit perfectly. Oh, they do that way. And that way. Okay. We're going to end up with too many if we do that, though. Pretty sure. Oops. So how many of what does this give us? So that's like that. In order to be symmetrical... Whoops. We need to exclude that part, but we need this part to be included. Okay. So then we need the top part. Okay, so how many is that then? Because it does count them if they're ghosts, isn't it, in this game? Yeah. So that's 127. So we're actually short. How many? 112 panels. I need 200. Is this going to be too small for the number I've got? It could well be. Because that fits perfectly. It's obviously then going to fit, oops, all the way down. Obviously, we've currently got a gap where these are. We might have to do some maths. That's a bit scary. Look at it chugging away. Right, okay. So what's the ratio on that then? So 190 to 127. So it looks like it's short by quite a bit on roverports, isn't it? So, oh, I wonder what that is. I wonder what maths I was doing there. Oh, hello, Crazy Bacon here. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Much appreciated. How are you doing? Hope your Saturday's going well, or going to go well. What were the... I'm trying to remember the numbers now. I've forgotten what they were. So it was 190, 127. So I guess 190 times... Oops. Oh, I keep forgetting you can't use the number pad keys in this. Times 0.7. 133. Okay. So we're only 6 off. Was it 190? So I could... If I was to chop out one solar panel, then 189 times 0.7. Oh, I say, I keep forgetting you can't use the numpad keys properly. 132. Okay. So then we will be 5 off. Can I squeeze... Because I can rearrange this probably to get 5 in, because... Oops. In fact, if I put that there... And I can maybe restore those two. How close does that get us? 188, 133. 188, 133. 188, 133. 188 times... Why did I do that? That was dumb. Times 0.7. 131.6. So we got slightly too many. 133. So, how might that work? So, I'm not sure that's not close enough. Because the other, I mean, I can also put some there. And we could maybe get rid of that. That doesn't really work properly though, does it? Trouble is, it's sort of easier to put in those than it is solar panels. That's driving me nuts, the noise of that. I think it's because it's one off, as it were, so there's not really the sort of proper space to put things in. You good? Yeah, not too bad. I had a very weird period at work, but that's all thankfully over. Yeah, it's not going to sort of work properly because, I say, these are not properly. How can I put it? It's basically the number of things doesn't match up. It's too central, as it were. And the best way to compensate for that would be to put some of these in. But then we're going to end up with massive overdoing of accumulators. Yeah, because 188 to 139, you see. 188.7. Oops. 188 times 131.6. Yeah, so it's way more accumulators than we need. But yeah, I've been generally fine. I say some slight weirdness at work, but that is what it is. I mean, I could, because this is... I could squish it in, you see. But that is like the maximum size of a robot, which is really convenient to do. It does mean, I mean, these are a bit uneven. So I guess I could rethink them in the sense. So at the moment, let's just go around and pick them up. Get rid of all this rubbish. Don't want to re-enable the bots because they'll start filling all this in. So at the moment, it's this. And so if I put it there... Oh no, I did move it in, didn't I? Wait, what? Oh yeah, because they are. It is. So it would need to be there to be perfect length of the roboport. Okay, so maybe it doesn't matter if I start squeezing it in and stuff. It's just that's quite a nice simple pattern. I'd quite like to just leave it something simple like that. So we do need a little slot to put a radar in somewhere. So I guess we could take it as. Well, I was saying that. I mean, the level 2 radars are so big coverage. I'm probably going to delete the vast majority of them. So 192.127. 19. Oh. Clear. 192 times 7. 134. So quite short. Okay. So if I delete those, put that back in like I had it before, then we're 190, 133. So 190 times 0.7, 133. So that's perfect. I'm not 100% sure I haven't got the ratio the wrong way round, that it's actually 0.7 solar panels to 1 accumulator, but I think it's this way round. It's because I haven't worked it out myself. I've sort of looked it up, and I don't remember, if I'm totally honest. So the idea, I guess, would be if I have a radar in here, and then once it's sufficiently built, I can replace that with accumulators, and it hits ratio then. Will do. And now we're done with the nuclear power. Wow, we absolutely blasted through them. Okay. I didn't want to get too far ahead because I do want to start. I don't want to get that thing where I'm got so many things to build that it takes me ages and ages to catch up. So could we do something around? Because we need this ultimately to really progress. That opens up loads of techs. Am I making them? Because it would be useful to get those buffs. Am I making that? Whatever that called. Utility. I think I'm making utility. Is that the one I'm making? Because this is utility. Yeah. Okay. So it'd be useful to get that. And I think I can make the power armor Mark II, can't I? So if we focus on those, then maybe we can get that unlocked. But yeah, we need the tech cards and lithium. So I'm hammering away. I guess we could do that. I say I'm not super keen to get too far into the tech tree, but without actually building some of the stuff. Yeah, okay. And it blasted through that so quickly. Right, so, yes, if this becomes the blueprint... Have I got a blueprint book? I have. Okay. So if we blueprint this, like so, and then we make this a snap to grid, we want it to be relative, we want it to be too short on either side. Is that correct? I think that's correct. As I can then just manually replace, or we could do a separate one. But this is solar panels using... I thought this would take a while. I didn't appreciate that simple pattern like this would get me so close. So if that was that... Yeah, okay. So we need to pick all of this up. We need to turn all my bots on. And then we need to work out where we're going to start. I put these roboports in with the intention that, that's where we would sort of connect it to the main base. Because obviously we're just going to get the robots to do it. Whether I fill all this in, I don't know. I suspect I probably want to start building things there. Okay, so if we connect it to... Would that work as the first one? Let's have a look, see. So if this was the first one... No. Okay. But we can put it, say... I mean, how close could we get there? I mean, I could landfill it. It's not that much to landfill. So, what do I need to tweak there? Have I got any landfill? Yes. So, let's get the bots to fill that in around there. Oh, of course they fill out the whole thing. Do I want them doing all of that? Not really. Oh! Oh dear. Went too far with the undos. Do that again then. Get that in there. It's alright, I actually don't need to delete it. In fact, let's undo that. And then put it in again. Like that. Now we can be a bit more sensible with the landfills, because it counts as terrain, you see, as well. That's what confused me with not being able to place it down the first time. There's a... Is that just missing in the blueprint? No, I've not put the... Nuts. Okay, let's tweak that then. So if we turn everyone off, pop it down. I've forgotten this here. And then, in fact, I've got loads of them. There should be all. In fact, I don't need to. Oh no, that's right. And oh, that should be a power thing anyway. So it's not perfect ratio, but it's going to be 1 off. In fact, I don't even know if that's perfect ratio, as I say. Is that better? I think that's better. Yeah, I thought this was going to take a while, but it's taken 20 minutes. Right, okay. Never mind then. Pop it in again. And that one needs to go, doesn't it? Right, so which bits of landfill are missing? So we've got some missing here. Like that. There. And then it needs to come down there. A little bit there. A little bit there. And then this sort of corner here. I think that's good. This is obviously wrong. It needs to be radar. Don't really matter where. So, let's take that across. How far? Quite a few. There to be safe. We can probably just landfill the edges, but... let's put one in. Oh, I didn't pick this up, did I? Yeah, so... this. Put that on there. How many rows is that? That's 5. 1, 2, 3, no, it's 4. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. So it's way more than we've already got laid down there. That's the point, basically. Now, I'm going to need to... Well, I don't need to, but we could put some robo ports sort of bridging between the two. Actually, I could just leave them, couldn't I? But might as well grab them. Yeah, so I put some roboports bridging between them just to help fill this out quickly. So once this is filled out, we can delete these. Need a bit more landfill here, don't we? Where's me landfill? I might as well do this bit. And there's a bit down here. Okay. And then this must be missing a thingy as well, so I'll put that in. Oh! Don't trap me, please. Can I get over there? Yeah. Oops. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll let them chug away at that. But in the meantime, let's put a bit of a bridge in between the two systems. So if I just run a power cord down, power cable down here, like so, and then hopefully, I mean, where could I get that to? So if it was there, it doesn't quite connect, but I mean, they're already connected. It's just extra places for them to charge, basically. Don't need to go probably all the way. So we did unlock. Is that stored, or is it just taking a very long time? Could have stalled, you see, because the military tech cards are dependent on the creep. And we may well have used it all up. Where are the military ones? No, there are the military ones. So they've got... So they've got some left. There's only about 350 in stock. But, I mean, that's stacked right the way back, isn't it? Okay. So, yeah, it's just slow. Which is good. Right. Put these in. In fact, no. Let's leave the bots to fill these in. What do I want? Yeah, actually, I want to put them in, don't I? Really? There's no point. They'll be the last on the queue, unless I put them in. Yeah, so we did nuclear as well, so we might as well sort of set some of that up as well. I'm guessing we're going to need significant amounts of power. I don't really know. I mean, this is my first time through Krastorio 2. Oops. What's in the way there? Nothing. Is it a landfill problem? Oh, there is a sort of invisible tree. Okay. Those sneaky trees, eh? Now they're invisible. Now they're invisible. That connected? Right. I'm out. Okay. Right. Oh, we've actually drained all the power out, I think. Yeah. This is why I wanted to do it first, because when I was, you know, when I left it upgrading all of those yellow belts to red, it drained all the power out. Can I show that? It was here, basically, I think. Somewhat like that. But yeah, the steam engines are actually kicking in, and it still wasn't doing it. So we're sort of quite a bit short with this amount of power, which isn't surprising. I've added loads and loads of stuff. You know, loads and loads of machines building loads and loads of things. So that's why I wanted to do this first. Wonder why they're all heading over there. Oh, it's because they're dropping all the wood off. Okay. Are you not picking up solar panels? Oh, right, okay. Maybe we should go and boost some solar panel production then. If it's completely run out. I'd assumed we had more in stock. Obviously, when I pull this up, they'll just reuse that, so we're not quite as short as it may seem. But we are struggling to add some more in. So, since we've got... Let's turn everybody back on. And hopefully my bots will do this first. So if we get this built... No? Guess that's been assigned to the network somewhere. Or I could have run out. No, I've got loads of them. There we go. There's a lot of lights there. Do I want another one? Let's plot one in. I mean, it's not... The base isn't doing a lot. So I'll add another one in. Now, where is the solar panels? They're a bit further up, I think. There they are. So we want three times the number. That machine doesn't have a recipe set. Is that for any reason? I think this is level 3 assemblers, and I haven't actually yeah. I've left a spot for level 3 assemblers, but I haven't actually made any yet. We just did power armor. Mark 2, didn't we? So, could I even build that? So we would need speed 2, efficiency 2. Oh, it's a very similar recipe to the other one. But I should have, if not power armor in stock. Because obviously I'm wearing a power armor, but I'll either have a modular armor. Because I didn't realise you upgrade in this thing. I thought it was you just make new ones like you do in normal Factorio. Why does that say on the way 0? Oh, does it mean... Is that counting my actual power armor I'm wearing? No? I've not already got it, have I? That's weird. There it is. Why have you not brought that to me? Unless there's just no bots available, maybe. Oh. Does my one I'm wearing count as one then? Must do. Okay. So, basically there's a power armor available, and I need to make 25 speed 2 and 25 efficiency 2. Now I hope I have started modules, have I? I might not have done. No, it doesn't look like I have. Huh. Is that because they needed blue and I hadn't set it up, maybe? So there'll be a little bit of coming back up to speed with this, because I've not really played it. I say I did have it running, but I was just letting it upgrade all the belts. Or some of the belts. They're not part of any of the cards? No. No, so we're not making any modules at all by the looks of things. Okay. What's the recipe on them then? I mean, seriously, I'm not making a single speed module. Let's see if I can order some up. No. And obviously we've just unlocked them. What about prods then? No. Okay. So I've clearly not made a single module. Okay. Okay, so to make these we need... I think I'm just going to go very simple. I don't think I'm going to go, you know, big production for these. So we need red... Oh, they're different recipes, are they? No, it's the same. 5 and 5. 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Okay. So it's numerically the same. So we want electronic components, green circuits, red circuits. Okay. So it's very, very similar to baseline, to the base game. Where do we want to put some? I guess we could try and slip some in here. I don't suppose I'm pulling those exact ingredients off somewhere, am I? Because those are inserters. What we got? Reds and greens. Reds and greens. Those look like electronic components there, but this is a bit messy. No, let's just do a new little build. Down the bottom. Our first foray into building on both sides of the bus. Always a tricky decision. Let's build here. As I say, it's just going to be a very slow, maybe we'll do 1 to 1 to 1, something like that. And we'll make all 3. So we probably want... I could probably share them, in fact. Couldn't I? I could do... Because that's electronic components in green. Actually, maybe. So if we had that there, that there. So we could maybe have electronic and green here. No, we don't need greens for the other. So that could be electronic. Maybe I could 2 to 1 it. Just to speed it up at this stage. Maybe that would be okay. So we do speed 1, speed 2. And this is... But then how am I going to fit that around? So if I move that up 1. So we have green and red here. And they can grab green. Yeah, okay. Maybe if I just put that there. Because presumably at some point I'm going to have to do level 3s. So I could move all of this up a bit. Like so. So that's electronic components. This is reds and greens. And then there's whatever. In fact, in that case, let's put that there. So this is going to be level 2s. You need to only turn on if there are, say, less than I don't know, 100 or something. Is it? It's currently in the network. We might have to sort that out though, because in fact I could move that up, couldn't I? No, I couldn't. Sorry. That needs to be there. That needs to be there. That was there. There. Cool. Actually, yeah. Power. 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 Right. Yeah, that should work. If I really want to move it down a bit, I put it right close to the road. So if we do it 3 times, I can just swap out. So this can be rods. And this can be efficiencies. I don't know if this has additional modules in it. So that needs to be level 2s. You need to turn off if there are less than 100 of them. That's fine still. Now you need to be efficiency 2. How many do I need? It's only like 25, isn't it? 25. So we set this on 25. Wrong thing. And it will make them. Awesome sauce. Let us connect some power up. And connect some belts up. Okay. So this is just electronic components. Now where are they? Here? Let's put that there. And now we need reds and greens. Shall never be seen. So if we put that there. Does that make sense? No. Put it one up. Should still work. Oh. Oops. Like so. Let's get a bit of priority on the go to make sure we make them. Cool. So if I just put an order in, how many did we need? 25 and 25, wasn't it? 25, 25, 30, 40. So I already got the engines. Did I have... So if we put this at 25, and this at 25, and then... Pretty sure I'm making low densities. Whether I'm actually requesting them. When I've got them in the logistics network, I'm not sure. How many is it? 30. Okay. So just request up however many we need. And eventually we'll have them and we can make that. We could also already make them. And that. Oh no, not that. We need speed modules. But we can make them. Oh no, that's for vehicles, isn't it? That's not for me, but we can make one of them. How big is it? This is the question. I guess it sort of doesn't matter in the sense that if I just put that on there, because we'll put it in the next level, I guess, rather than the current one. But I've got a range of stuff available. Did I make... If we just put that on there as well. And we need speed module 2s, but you upgrade speed exoskeleton 1s. So again, let's wait until we've got them. Have I got any... Oh, I don't need these anymore. That'll be partly why we've run out of stuff elsewhere. Okay. It's chugging away, but it's super slow. I assume it's bringing any that it's... Yeah, so we got 1 and 1. Wow, look at that. We have the technology. I'm going to preemptively put a roboport in now. Right, so we did unlock bioprocessing. Okay, it's things like the first aid kit. You know, other ways of making wood, fertilizer. Don't know that I need any, but they use the biomass stuff. Fuel refinement, so that's 15 megajoules. And that's 15 megajoules as well. Fuel pollution, vehicle acceleration. Why would you want to use them then? Oh, it's because you get more out of it. So every 6 fuel, by sticking biomethanol in, you get more biofuel. But the performance of it is a bit rubbish, isn't it? Okay. We'll have to see if that becomes a thing. But yeah, so we can make biolabs. Oh, you need biomass to make them. Okay. Right. Anyway, we need to make a few of them. There should be an area where I am making... Here we go. All the various labs and all that sort of stuff. So we can make some of them. But they use glass, iron beams, and electronic circuits. So we have glass here. Electronic circuits. And what? Iron beams. Iron beams I'm just making locally, aren't I? Is that steel? Yeah. Yeah, so wherever I've got iron beams, I'm just making them locally. So we could take this up here, because this is iron. This is green circuits. So if we put this strategically located, perhaps, because we want to make iron beams, we want green circuits, sir. Crikey, we've already chunked through all of them, eh? So how about we do these two? Even though, I mean, air purification, we would be something we would probably be doing if the biters weren't on passive. But we'll do them. I just want to hold fire with these for the time being. I mean, we could do RCUs. Yeah, we'll do those two. But yeah, so if this is iron beams, which are there, and then we feed them into a thing making biolabs, which are where? There. So this then gives it glass, green circuits, and then we can just do the standard request and output. This wants to be biolabs. I'm just going to set that at like 10 or something. I can't see that I'll exactly make loads of them, but maybe it will later on. Where are they? Let's just set that to 10. Let's get a light on it. Get some power. And now this needs to request up biomass. Ah, this is why it wouldn't let me request it before, I guess, because I hadn't technically done the research. Even though I was able to collect it from, you know, from creep. Huh. Okay. So we kind of need to get that running, as it were. Because, you know, that's basically all of our biomass left. Gone, rather. So we could have another one here. A biolab making biomass, but I don't know how you do that. So we're going to have to make one to find out how we make it. So those are all the ducts, which I have no idea if I've any use for them. I guess we could look at making some of that. Black reinforced plate. So it's just a colour variation, isn't it? That, the black stuff. The boys from the black stuff. Okay. What else did we make that's actually useful at this stage? Have I got... Nope, still only 6 and 7. Don't think there's anything there. Obviously that's the Factorio stuff. Wasn't there something else I researched that was quite... Oh! So, yeah, okay. We wanted to do nuclear. What's the time? 4 o'clock. Okay, so we could try and get that going. So I'm going to make a centrifuge, but we want to add those to the list of things we're making as well. Saying which, I can't be making them already because I've only just done... Oh. So I have it on here somewhere. Crikey, there it is. Yeah, so we've not built them yet. Now, what do they need? Because they're like stone brick, aren't they? Oh, concrete, okay. Steel plates, iron gear wheels, advanced circuits, and concrete. So, was it steel plate? It was. Because that's advanced circuits. Iron gear wheels, though. Okay, well, we could make them here. We could take a branch off of this to give us some of those, wherever that ends up being. So that would be iron gear wheels. It needs steel plate, red circuits. So we filter this to be red circuits, other way around please. Like this gives us red circuits. Put that in the wrong place. Because we can put that there. That gives us iron circuits, and concrete. And concrete's miles away, so we'll just order that up. In fact, let's stick that in that gap there. It was just regular concrete, wasn't it? Not. Is it in here? Not refined. I might as well put it as 500. And then storage chest. Put it in there. Get some power. Get a light. Filter. And... I mean, we don't need a million of these. You never do. Say... Let's make it 10 as well. Have we made a... Oh, we have. But we've made a biolab. Okay. How... Oh, crikey. How do we biolab? Oh, petroleum and oxygen. Okay. Petroleum and oxygen. Okay. Rate-wise, how would that go? Oh, wow. That's really super slow, isn't it? But it doesn't matter. I don't want to build it here. I'm not going to direct feed it in. We'll request it over, but I wasn't sure how it works. So, petroleum and oxygen. Okay, now where have I got oxygen? I have. Okay. Was it petroleum? In fact, would biomass... Oh, it's on here, yeah. Petroleum and oxygen, okay. How's it done? Good. So that's the pollution job. So we're not going to do that unless there's some weird thing that you need, some pollution thing that it produces. But because the biters aren't passive, this is like 0 point. Now, oxygen is only coming in here because of these. So we could put the bioprocessors here. It would interrupt, or, you know. In fact, so why don't we put them there? Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'll put one in and then we'll copy and paste them in, and it'll be a sort of a feedback loop of eventually this thing will make 200, I guess. And then that'll make a second one and etc, etc. So yeah, it's going to be pretty dang slow, but so I don't know that I need them for anything other than military science. So that would be the extent of the power cable. I mean, we may do it, you know, say I don't know enough sort of about this. So it's all fluids coming in. Oh, you have to put them in... Okay. And does it do pass-through? My experience is these don't generally do pass-through. Okay. So, if I... Okay. So if we make this the oxygen, then it would want to be there. So it'd be better if, actually, if that was the petroleum. There. So move this up a little. Like that. I assume since it's got a recipe that it will do something else. But if we put this... Where's that? There it is. So no real idea if it does pass through. You would hope so, given you have to put them in at a different side, but difficult to tell. It's not getting petroleum, why not? Oh, because I haven't connected the pipe, that's why not. Oh, that is super slow, isn't it? I suppose it makes sense. In a sense, it's like a great big vat of, you know, petroleum and oxygen that's sort of bubbling away. It's very mad scientist, seems to me. So if we put that there, then we can have our inserter there, storage chest for that, filter to biomass, and only output if biomass is less than, say, I don't know, 500. So, don't know if it does pass through. So, we'll just put one on. Connect that up. I say the others didn't, so we might have to sort of jerry-rig the pipes around a bit, but that should be fine. Let's put that there. Yeah, so when it's got a bioprocessor to do, we'll... It's going to take ages though, isn't it, if it's that slow. Okay. let's do some uranium magic. Now, we have a uranium patch here. I cannot remember. Yes, we have sulfuric acid. So, we want to sort of clear a patch here. How are we doing on the panels? As per usual, they've just done it in completely a random order. Because why would you do it in a organised order? How are we doing power-wise? So we've been okay in terms of like max demand, but it's a lack of accumulators, which is why I'm wondering if I've got the ratio the wrong way around, because I'm pretty sure this is 0.7 and it's not actually supporting the base. Because it's 1.1 to 1.7, so it would be, well, 1,700. Let's try that. Oh no, wrong thing. So if it was 1,700 times 0.7, 1,119, which isn't far off what we got, yet it's not running the base. So I could well have got the ratio the wrong way around, misunderstood it. We shall see, we shall see. Now, so we've done the purification, but I'm not going to bother with that unless it becomes vital somehow. We could set up production of those, but we really need the centrifuges first. You know, to make a little bit of stuff for us, a little bit of magic. We won't have Covrex, I don't imagine. Oh, hang on. So this uranium ore now produces iron ore and stone. Okay. That's interesting. What am I going to do with all that iron ore? Okay. Let's dash up and start setting up that patch. We'll have to clear all them damnable trees out. I assume we still need to use sulfuric acid. I don't know offhand, but we'll soon find out. Ah! Okay. Okay. Radiation is hazardous. Okay. Right. I did not know that. Is that a range thing? Yeah, that's a range thing. Okay. Right. Okay. We can't make a level 2. I don't know if this has radiation. Oh, radioactive. Okay. Okay. Does it have radiation shield? I mean, do shields have radiation shielding effect? Because I haven't made any shields, but we could make one to see. Huh. Can I make one? Yeah. Because we're not far off being able to make the level 2. I could just quickly pop this in. Obviously we can do it remotely with bots and etc. We can if I remember to shift click. Right. Now, how close can I get to that? Okay. Yeah, so it does need sulfuric acid still. Okay. So, do I have a mining... So just plop this on. And then I need to hook the pipes up. So if we do that across there. There. In fact, let's just do all of that. And then we've got this weird thing, which is a point. How am I going to get it to do? In fact, I'll just put a manual extra one in. I don't know why it doesn't. These are close enough to be connected, but it doesn't connect them for some reason. And I don't know quite what that is. So, what rate are these going to come out at? $1,107. What? Transport belts. Oh, right. I guess it's because they're level 2 miners, yeah. So it's effectively sort of smidge under 2 belts worth. So, let's see. If we... I should have the... There we go. So if we do a 3 to 2... 3 to 2... and put that sort of there. This is the companion drones being OP again. I probably wouldn't be able to do this. So we've made a shield, I assume. I assume that's been made somewhere. There it is. So we could plop this in and just sort of see what it does in terms of, does it shield us more from radiation? Just let it charge up. Yeah, so I'm not taking damage now. Oh, am I? Well, it says taking radioactive damage, but my health's not gone down. And now it goes down. Okay, so it just means, must just mean, you know, as in you're getting zapped, but the shields are protecting me. Okay, that's cool. Right. Good to know, good to know. Let's just let it all fully charge up. But we're just going to do quick and dirty, you know, uranium processing. What I wasn't anticipating, though, is that we need to do something with the other stuff that comes out. Because we're going to get all sorts out of this. In fact, so much that I'm not going to have enough slots if I put them that close together. So if instead of that, how about we do it like this? And then I can put, excuse me, because then we want 2 here as well. Okay. And we're going to need a whole load of filter inserters. I haven't got. Have I even got them on order? I have, but only 10. So make that 20. And when we're next back in range, we can sort that out. One of them. Okay. Okay, so this one, say, make that the 235. Make that the 238. And in fact, we probably want to make these... Yeah, so let's leave research for a little while. Yeah. While I sort of work this out. So we want this to, say, be stone. And this to be iron ore. For the time being, I can just push those into the system. But I don't know that requesting them anywhere, so it could well clog up with iron ore and... Oh, what an idiot. I don't think I haven't got any active providers on me, have I? No. Okay, let's get back into the network. In fact, I'm going to need to connect this network, so let's do it that way. Let's put one there. That on. So that one, that one, and that one, that one. So it's bringing me stuff, but we're quite a ways from home. Cool. Oh, this isn't connected, is it? We should also get a radar somewhere in here, just in case it's not covered. How are we doing on the solar array? Oh, why are you not doing anything? Oh, because there's so little glass coming through. Wow, why is there so little glass? Where's glass going? Glass is going nowhere. I'm just not producing very much because these aren't running. Why are you not running? Oh, because I doubled that. Yeah, they're twice as fast, aren't they? Can I make more silicon? See, these are all backed up. Okay, so this belt needs upgrading as well. So we'll set them all a big job to do that. In fact, we don't necessarily need that to be higher level, but this one certainly. Serpently. Do I need to upgrade the... We'll see. We'll see. And I've accidentally done triple level there. I don't know if I need the stone to be fully upgraded or not, so let's take that. De-request that. And that's gone wonky. I imagine due to some overzealous clicking. So that shouldn't be that. Okay, so hopefully that'll get us a bit more glass. Slowly but surely. And hopefully they've got enough red belt and stack. I'm only making a tiny amount of red belt. We shall see what benefit that has. Because I can upgrade this one, but this is all backed up on the belt, so it's clearly not demanding that much. And this is only going to add in a few extra smelters. Even if... Oh. Oops. Wrong thing. Okay, now it's full. What are you moaning about? Oh, it's all the... It's all the stuff. That's what they're moaning about. They're moaning about all the stuff. Cool. So full one coming in. And so we should get like twice as many being... Well, yeah, so it's probably... I don't think it's quite a full belt. But it's a lot closer. Okay. Now, what about these guys? Nope, they're just slow. They're just slow. Okay. Has everything been sorted here? No. Why are we not making... Oh, I didn't connect the blooming sulfuric acid up, did I? I thought we'd see our first thing, but... No. There we go. I don't think I'm making very much of that, so... Rah! We have some uranium. Now in this case, this is where we need to get prod modules in. But in the meantime, I think we now have enough energy absorber. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's like a personal charging thing. I bet I should be using a lot more of these on the various, you know, trains and all that sort of stuff, but we've not had supply issues and the biters aren't a threat, so not really had to. So if we make that, and we see how... Take everything out. Oops, I just did an inventory. Yeah, I did an inventory explosion, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. Because I'm an idiot. Let's put that on first then. Get rid of that. See if we can't pick everything up here. Hopefully that's everything. Now, got a half decent grid. Now we were going to upgrade this skeleton legs. We can't do that because we need speed modules, which we've now got. Do I need efficiencies for anything? I don't think so. So we'll probably just get rid of that. Or in fact swap it for some of them. In fact, let's put these both to 50. Did it bring me efficiencies? I don't think so, but... So, night visions. We'll keep a shield on then, since that's a thing. Let's put some of these... Oh, that's a meaty boy, isn't it? Oh, what's it take then? Consumes nuclear fuel. Okay. That was unanticipated. Well, how the heck do we make nuclear fuel then? Is that just equivalent of rocket fuel then? You know. No, it doesn't look like I've got... We do fuel. Rocket fuel, rocket fuel, rocket fuel. Doesn't look like we've unlocked that then. Unless it just means... I do fuel. It must just mean the uranium fuel cells. What are these? Charged antimatter fuel, empty antimatter fuel, advanced fuel. Advanced. Okay. So, this is useless then until we make a nuclear, which we're only just processing. I don't imagine we've even made a 230 thingy, 238 yet. No. I didn't switch them to blooming things, did I? Let's do that. Okay, so that's useless. But we've got other means. There. So we've got some of them. And we've got some batteries. Now I made those with the intention of doing a level 2 robobot, I think. Yeah. And we can do another... No, we can't, because we've only got 7. There we go, the roller skates, there we go. Need the roller skates. I can put that in, but I have to put fuel in it or something, don't I? Yeah. So I could put this in. I don't know if it uses it like as a backstop or if it just burns it. We shall see, I guess. So portable solar panels, can't I upgrade them to the big one? I can. Do I want another big one in? Always want another big one. But I've got 2 already. Sorry. Got 3 already on that thing. Is fuel on my request? It is. So... Okay. Let's see what's going on. Is it bringing me any? It is. See, there's 22,000 of those in stock because they're all on belts. And that's one of the other things. I've pulled up all the belt with the thing. I've replaced it with requesters, but it means there's 20-odd thousand. So I don't actually mind burning it at this stage. In this. But didn't we have a level 2 of that as well? Is that it? I think that might be it. So if we take it out, I think that's the level 2 of that laddie. So I want a couple of solar panels. I think I'll just go and grab them by hand. A couple of solar panels. So we can make another one of these big solar panels. See, if I don't know if it chugs away on burning the fuel, or if it only does it when it's required. Because at the moment it's trying to charge those batteries, so it'll, you know, it'll have everything running. Now, can I steal a couple of these before? Not without turning that off. So if we make 2 more of them. In fact, don't do it that way. Do it That way. Okay. So I've got one exoskeleton leg there. I've got one in there. Let's move that over. So do we make this? We've made this generator. Oh, that's enormous. Okay. Always seemed like a weird inclusion, this element of the game. Because it's like, you know, Tetris or something, and it's like a weird sudden veering away into Tetris, and it's like, you know, why are we suddenly playing Tetris? Or it's not, you know, like a block puzzle game. It's like, why are we suddenly playing that? Did it make... I did not make the second one of them. It must have made the level 2. Surely. In fact, let's turn all of this off, so I don't get confused. So we want another legs. We've got the level 2 Roboport. We can open that up and put some fuel in. I say it'll chug away because it's got the batteries to power up, presumably, and all this other stuff to run. But hopefully it'll catch up with itself, because obviously it's night time, so it won't be getting any solar power. So hopefully it'll catch up. What else was I going to do? We were going to put those legs in. We can't run that. Is it the same? So it would fit there. But we'd have to, but then we wouldn't want the things if that was doing. We can put more fuel in. Why are the batteries not charging? Guess it's just too much to run. Yeah, so that's now charging. Cool. Okay, I mean, I could fill that gap with, like, another 5 solar panels, small solar panels. I guess. Help out a little bit more. It's not going to make a lot of difference. The thing we didn't make was the floor panels. Now, where are they? Because they're... Where are they? Here. So we've got black reinforced plate and light reinforced plate. So it's just a colour difference. So we can go and add those on. Because this is over here. But these are requesting iron rather than steel. These are. So this reinforced one. So I'm putting it in a chest. Because we could sneak. Because I don't know how good is this. Walk speed 175 versus walk speed 150. So it's not a massive improvement. Okay. Because I'm wondering if I just add on, you know, we'll probably need to move this. Or I could just move it over. Like that. And then we maybe bring steel down the side here. Because we need steel girdery things rather than... what it calls them? Steel bars? Steel beams. And then this would be... say the black one. And this is the light one. I imagine it looks cool. I imagine that's the most important improvement. As it always is. So we want that. 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 In fact, let's put that there. So this wants to be... is that light? This wants to be light. This wants to be dark. The light side and the dark side. Connect. So this is... no, I put the wrong one on. Light. Less than like 500. Dark. Less than 100. So, what's missing is the steel. And we can just literally add an extra belt on here. Somewhere. Where is steel? Steel is there. Okay. So actually that should probably be like that, maybe? Yeah. Okay. So it's not going to be quick, but, you know, not too fast about this. I'm sure the upgrade will be ever so slightly better, but I'm not the sort of player who generally concretes their entire base. Okay. Let's just have a quick look on the map and see. Have we made... yeah, so we made one 238. Because ideally these want prod modules in. Because it's really worth having them there. I can't remember whether I've made any bacons. Have we done the bacon research? I don't think we have we? So, effect transmission? No. Because that requires prod tech cards. Okay. How are we doing? So it's 20 to 5. I'm kind of running out of steam here. So I've been sort of streaming all day. Well, not all, you know what I mean. Streaming since about 10 o'clock. Did have a break for lunch, but I normally only do 3 hours. And that's part of the reason why I sort of, when I first started streaming, I tried doing longer streams. And just ended up wiped out. So say, I don't think I'm requesting that anywhere. In fact, let's do 1 and 1. Like so. Oops. You can't put steel gears in to one of them. We should also go and put them in the science, really. That's one of the most beneficial places to have prods, now that we're making some. Free science is always good. I say it should go in all of them, but I doubt I've got that many. Okay. Is it worth progressing things? Because we could start making these in anticipation. Oh, they need quartz crystals, do they? Interesting. In anticipation. Because we are making everything to make them. But is it worth bothering doing that just yet when we haven't got, you know, any means to make a single fuel rod? We don't care about all the pollution stuff. I don't know if I'm making rocket fuel yet. Because we can add on RCUs. Okay. I think it's probably worth doing the lithium science. And that sort of end. So if we do that one, and if we do the prod tech cards as well, and RCUs, should we do them in that order? Let's do that one last. Because it opens up a massive amount of tech there. But I'd quite like to have a look at the lithium processing and etc. Cool. Right, now, should I start ripping up these panels? How many have we got? Trouble is that includes all the ghosts if I do that. So if we guesstimate they've done a row, it's a bit more than the row, isn't it? But that's 1.3 and a 896, which is roughly what's there. No, it's a bit off, isn't it? So maybe if I take out, let's get a filtered one of these. So they'll just transfer it over, but they might take it into the storage first. So if we just take some of it out, so if we just take, say, about sort of 500 panels worth. Oh, don't you do it. You can see they've got nothing to do, the bots, because it's just not making them quick enough. I don't suppose we've made glass any quicker, have we? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. So that was a worthwhile upgrade. Have we made any of these yet? We have. I'd quite like to at least see them. See what they look like. Do I need 500? Oops. Okay. Other than that, I think we need to work on the next tech, because machine-wise, so next big thing is the power, nuclear power, sorry. And the fuel there is steel and uranium, etc. Okay, because what I was anticipating is clearing this out. So clear this out, and then we'll build like the nuclear, you know, the machines to make the nuclear power somewhere here. It might be a bit of a gap. Oh, we can have a look at bioprocessing. Is this running? No, because it doesn't do pass-through. Okay. In that case, I need to tweak this. So if we move this over, and then over again, in fact, put it there, and then make that one of them. Oh, you're going to be right in the way, aren't you? Okay. You would be right in the way. So this needs to be auctioned. So that's working, and that's now working. Okay. I might just plop another one in because it's so slow. So I don't know that I've got particular use for it, other than a tiny amount of military tech. But as you know, as we've done to make the power armor and some of the others, we need military tech. So we do need a tiny amount of it. Right. So let's have a look at these while we wait for lithium to run through. What does this look like? And is it awesome? Oh, I didn't increase the size of it. Oh, that is pretty funky, I gotta say. If we put the light down the middle, it's just literally just a colour swap, isn't it? So it looks like it has the black over the top of the light. So if this was... Wait, is it disappearing? No, I've got... going there. Yeah, that is pretty funky. But it's not radically slower or faster. Okay. So maybe when that's built up I can replace some of the roads. Okay. Were there any machines we could make? We've got everything, I think. Apart from purification. What's that? A gas power station. Okay. Huh. Okay. I wonder where that's come from. Don't remember then. There's no other intermediates. Cool. Okay. Right. So yeah, it's coming up to 5 o'clock. I'm going to knock this on the head at 5 o'clock. And just do a little bit of Stardew Valley, almost just because I said I would. I'm probably not really going to stream too much of that. More, I'll be honest, more so that I can work out where I am with it. Because I haven't, I literally haven't played it in donkey's years. But yeah, that'll be it for me for this weekend. So I won't be streaming on Sunday and Monday. But we'll pick up next week with the normal schedule. So Friday and Monday will be Satisfactory. And then Saturday and Sunday will be Factorio. Which series, I'm not sure. Usually decide that during the week. Obviously I've got my 3 series running at the moment. So the Blueprint series, which is secretly another Mega Base series, but don't tell anybody. This one, and Aesthetic Factorio. I'll probably one of the streams will be next week will be Aesthetic Factorio because I've done a lot with that, and I quite like to show you the pretty base I'm building. It's remarkably similar to the Satisfactory. I was saying this yesterday. Satisfactory base is like a mirror of the Factorio one, I was building that because I wanted it to look like Satisfactory. So it's all a bit confused. So lithium's nearly done. So it's obviously quite a Chunky research. I guess these are now quite slowed because of the modules. Oh, I haven't got any bacon, so... Oh, bummer. Is that set to 50? Where's, yeah, that's set to 50, isn't it? We don't want 50 of them. In fact, I probably don't want any of them. Just at the moment. It brought me them. I don't need them. Bing bong bing. Right, so what does lithium look like? Lithium chloride and lithium recipe. That's made in... Wait, can I do advanced chemical plants? No, I haven't got that research, have I? No, okay. So, if we plop down a chemical plant... Now, this would make... What? Lithium chloride. So it's mineral water. Okay. And hydrogen chloride. Have I already made hydrogen chloride? If I have, it's not with these guys. Isn't it up here, though? It is. Oh, yes, and at the moment I'm venting the excess. Okay. Because this is then going into these guys? Ah, okay. So, we could bring this down. This is one of the things I was going to do at one point. Then I didn't really have any use for it. Okay. So, we could... Well, we could make the lithium up here. Let's have a think. So, it needs mineral water and hydrogen chloride. I'm making hydrogen chloride up there. But that then makes lithium chloride. Which... Did it say electrolysis plant? It did. So it's just water. What? Oh, you get chlorine back out again. Okay. Is that closed loop style? So lithium chloride. Huh. Net machines 0.8. So one of these can support quite a lot of these. Okay. Because lithium's a solid, isn't it? Now what do we use lithium for? Is it just batteries? Oh, a lithium sulfur battery, okay. Is that literally the only use for lithium? How do I determine that? I guess I could use this guy. Yeah, okay. So lithium is literally used in lithium sulfur batteries, and that's it. But, oops. But, don't I need advanced... Why did I close that down? Lithium sulfur. What's it made in then? It is made in a chemical plant. Oh, I've not done the research, so it's not going to show it to me. Okay. But I know, don't I? Because it's copper, lithium and sulfuric acid. So, if we bring the sulfuric acid, or hydrochloric acid, which for some reason it calls hydrogen chloride, but we'll bring that down from wherever, here somewhere. So we can always extend these and sort of add to it. Because this is just, it's like, I'm guessing this is probably more than we'll ever need, the amount of production I've got going on there. But I can always add more on, you know, we could fill in and we could put another one of these here sort of thing. Not these ones. And extend this down. Fill in some of that space. Okay, let's go and do that then. So I'll bring it down here. And then I say we'll probably make the lithium batteries in that sort of space there. Because they need other stuff. They need like copper and sulfuric acid. So we might as well bring the hydrogen chloride, as it calls it, down here. So if we put a little doobry there, are we going to run into anything? I'm taking a bit of a gamble. Yeah, we run right into that. So where would be a good place for that instead then? If I put it sort of here. Messy, but we can work with it. Messy, but we can work with it. Sounds like all my Factorio playthroughs. Right. I might actually put like a tank and do some control logic on this. How annoying. Can't put a pump in there. Let's put one in there then. See if we can't hook it up separately. So put that. And then, will you reach? Oh, you will. Okay. So I only want you to turn on. That goes above 10,000. 16. Yeah, so it's switched on. Okay. Okay. Oh. So I'll hook this up to the fluid bus. Let's put that there. Then I don't imagine we need it going the other way, so we'll just take that out. Oops. I think I might just put a pump in there actually. Might just put a little pump. Put a little pump. Cool. Okay. So, how are we doing with the solar panels and etc.? So it looks like they've transferred them over. So we'll take a few more out. About 500 again. Boop. I try to do it steadily so I don't rip all this up. They go and put it in the storage. We run out of power. I think they're smart enough that they'll put them directly in the missing gaps, but you never know. Yeah, so it looks like they will put them immediately in. But so I don't want to kill the power, you know, just for the sake of it, sort of thing. So we'll let them do the big jobs. It's interesting that it also causes them to sort of do some stuff here. It's like these have been sat with accumulators in and they've not been filling it out. Have they? Or maybe we've got all the accumulators in and it's just solar panels we're missing. I think it is, yeah. I think we've got all the accumulators, just not the solar panels. Let's stick another row in then, since we've got a lot of accumulators left over. Put that on there. Might as well treat ourselves. Cool. Yeah. Right. In which case, should we pick all of this up as well? Let's be brave. Now, we should be able to take the actual power poles out as well, as long as we're a bit careful. Because they're sort of connected at the ends, so if we're careful. So we can take sort of the middle chunk out. Sort of that. Should be okay. Trying to avoid orphaning the what should we call it? It's the robo ports. Oh, my lads are chipping in, as they're wont to do. Cool. Oh, hello, Evan. I'm not sure why accumulators are made so much quicker than solar panels. Yeah, it's sort of a... I guess a lot of these things are sort of arbitrary. You know, the devs just sort of decide, you know, on a number. Certainly, there's no sense of realism. I mean, you can't make a nuclear reactor in 20 minutes sort of thing. Or whatever it is, 10 seconds or whatever time frame it gives. Let's just let that chug through. So it is 5 o'clock, and I do need to go to the toilet. So even if I come back and do more Factorio, I would need to take a little comfort break. However, the plan is to switch over to Stardew Valley. So I'm going to take a little break, and I'll decide for sure then. But I think we'll switch over to Stardew Valley. I don't think we'll do much. If it's an hour, it's, you know, it's probably about all I can do. So I've sort of been streaming all day. So say we'll switch over to Stardew Valley. So if anyone's not interested in watching that, that's fine. No problems. So I'm not going to do a lot of it. But if you've never seen it before in action, then it might be worth taking a look and see. The basic job next is to set up this lithium battery production, which seems to be relatively unused. We can also set up RCUs. We're just doing the tech cards. We could also stack up the lithium batteries. And these are sort of gateway techs from what I can work out. You know, they basically open up the whole new weird stuff that is Krastorio 2. But yeah, we're going quite well, I think. I'm guessing we're sort of halfway through in the sense that we're not far off where we would be, you know, launching a rocket in terms of launching a rocket. Nuclear locomotive. But yeah, there's your beacons, which are end game. Don't know where a rocket is nowadays. There we go. So there's rocket. So yeah, you see, we have not got that many techs before we would be doing rocket and launching. But then Krastorio 2 really, I think, opens up. Right, yes, so that's it for this Factorio stream. I say, I'm going to take a little comfort break, and we will be back, I suspect, with Stardew Valley. So yeah, so if you've been watching so far, thanks for joining me, and I will be back in a few minutes. Cheers.